I know Carmine's gonna run his fucking mouth.
You're gonna be
I'm
all right, big
preparing
man.
for it. Oh man, I twisted my ankle.
I believe it. Ain't no way a bullet penetrated you.
Amen. I sure did. It fucked me in my ass.
Hey man, whatever you're into, brother.
Yeah, again, man, it is what it is. I don't think it was intended. It's just fucking rage-inducing when it happens.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I literally go from being scuffed on the fucking ice to then putting a flashbang in my fucking pockets to then trying to pull the flashbang out and an AR gets pulled out to then me trying to put the AR away, but instead of putting the fucking riot shield down, I escort one of my own cops. Then I put the riot shield down, and then I fucking get blasted. Like, holy shit.
You reach
So, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna help you to your feet, okay, so you can lie down in the bed.
Alright, I appreciate that.
Of course.
Alright, Faye, I'm gonna go check up front, see if there's anybody else needs brought in.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, okay.
Alrighty.
And then we can take probably care of you in the bed.
What in the fuck happened?
Yeah, same question. What happened?
Oh, you know, the pool somehow flowed over in front of the exact door that we were wanting to go into. And, you can't walk up to that door without slipping on ice. So every time we tried to breach that door, we skated around on our feet and would continue to go forward and farther until ultimately we were too far away to breach the door. And I twisted my ankle in that moment.
Please tell me that's just like a sick joke.
Nope, that's exactly what happened. That's why you kept hearing us say breaching and we can't breach.
That has not yet been recovered.
Oh, that's what happened.
Reach that
just a twisted ankle, or did anything else?
No, yeah, just a twisted ankle and a hurt ego.
Okay, I'll just give you an ice pack then, so you can ride back on your feet.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I stubbed my toe.
There we go.
Yeah,
you can get up whenever you feel better.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Alright, let's go ahead and help you up so you can.
Alright, Blackmore, let's go talk.
I think I might die.
You're gonna be fine.
Where'd the helmet come from?
Oh, you know, I was just trying to be tactically ready.
I got you.
Yeah.
They charge any more down than you try.
So, that's what happened, huh? That's why the
Yeah,
breach
yeah.
team wasn't
So,
able to get into the building.
Yeah, we initially had Carter walked up to the door. He then got scuffed to the point where he couldn't even stand up. He just, you know, kept sliding around and sliding around and sliding around and sliding around and sliding around, and then we ultimately were able to escort him. Pot, come in here. We were ultimately able to finally escort him, which is then when individual who sounded like Suarez, but can't be sure, then opened fire on us. So we got him out of the scuff buckage, and then we got back in the car, tried to maneuver around and get eyes on the individual who opened fire. We couldn't. Then we moved back over, which we calmed. We went back to the door because we thought you guys had the buildings covered. The second that we got out of the car, the skate park opened fire on us, brought me down to quite literally, you could have flicked me in the nipple and I would have passed out. Just lit me up.
We immediately suppressed, because I called it out that the skate park, I called it out that they were on the skate park, and then we immediately suppressed them. But we were also getting hit from the parking garage. We were getting hit from the roof that they originally landed on.
Yeah.
And we were getting hit from the lower roof too. So we were just trying to secure all those positions for you, which we were doing quite well for the most part. We fucked a lot of them up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We should have been in that apartment in the first 30 seconds we were there. We should have been in.
100%.
We should have had the stuff. We should have been able to come back to you guys. It should have been a completely different situation.
In and out.
But again, none of that happened because somehow, some way, in every door in the fucking city, the door we were raiding had ice in front of it and did not allow us to breach.
Yeah. So I will say the position that you guys put yourselves in on that rooftop was not the best position. They countered us hard up on the top roof, which is what I expected them to do with their air unit. They had a full stacked helicopter. I don't know if it was 4 or 5 or 6 individuals, but it was overwhelming force, and we had to get out of there immediately.
Yeah, so the rooftop that we went on from the last raid was actually the best position, only because we actually
I firmly
do have
disagree
cover.
with you, Blackmore.
So the problem is the higher rooftop, we cannot open fire on anyone across from K-Town at the bank.
Agree, but we need to establish high ground first and then work our way down from there. And I think that's what happened is they took that high ground from us and then we're able to work the way down.
But
we need to establish there and move from there.
So with what you're saying, the problem is if we did that, then we'd leave the breach team out in the fucking open while we worked our way down.
I mean, that's my prediction came true though. They landed their helicopter with full force up there. So I mean, I see where you're coming from. There's zero cover for the actual apartments at all.
Yeah.
But
so the problem with that rooftop is they secured it. They were not really a threat to us in our building. They weren't. Nor were they really a threat to the breach team in K-Town. They were not able to hit us from that distance. They were just too far of a distance.
One moment, hold on.
The only time that they were very effective was when they got onto the parking garage to the north of K-Town. That was the only time that they were effective. We had the building directly above K-Town suppressed. We had the skate park suppressed. We had the bank across the street suppressed. We had those rooftops suppressed. That was the best position. That was the most effective position from the last raids because it gives us the most view of everything.
Again, the people who smoked us was the individual on the skate park, and then the individual on the skate park, there was another individual who came through the front of K-Town. That's where we got down. We didn't get down from the buildings, although I understand what you're saying, Pac, because I initially thought it was that backside building as well. The only thing for me is that where you guys were, Blackmore, there was quite literally zero way for you guys to get to us. They could go down from that roof. They could go up to that roof. They through the right side via heli, and they could continue to push us. Once they were on the ground pushing us through the front, that we received no help. You guys might have been blasting them on the roof or blasting them down there, and I didn't see it, but we were getting fucking lit up by skate park.
I promise you, we lit them the fuck up.
Yeah.
I think we took someone down too.
Well, again, at the end of all of this, all of everything we're talking about right now, none of it fucking matters because the reality is we should have been in that apartment in the first 30 seconds. And we sat there with our dicks in our fucking hands for 3 to 5 minutes, skating around like absolute fucking morons.
We also had the
compared to that. You're right.
We also had the issue of we couldn't.
Was it the weather
see...
conditions that caused it?
Yep.
Yes.
The K-Town pool is filled with an iceberg, and the only door that is has ice that has poured over is the door that we were trying to raid.
Of course.
So
Convenient.
Carter walked up to it, and Carter started, and it's not one of those where you just fall, and then if you stop moving, you stop falling. No. It's you continuously fall until someone walks over and picks you up. So then we moved out of the area. Then we come back. I walk to the door. I'm able to breach. As I'm breaching, my body is pushed farther and farther and farther away till I got to 90%, and then the breach failed, and I fell over.
Yeah, so pretty much after that, we tried to move out of there and get you guys, or long after that, we got picked up. Before we got picked up, we started not being able to see shit.
Oh, yeah, everyone got to see Jesus Christ today.
Yeah, they had flashbangs. I didn't know that.
God bless.
Yeah. But we couldn't see shit, so then we got picked up. After getting picked up, we attempted to move to you at the armored truck because we saw that you and Narumu were still in it. We tried to negotiate, and then they opened fire on me and Iris. And then they rammed us into a wall.
Yeah, I saw that. I was in that. That was hard to watch.
Yeah. That's
I mean, they hit you guys going about 100, pinned you up against the wall, and said, shoot them while they're stuck in the car. I was like, oh my God.
Did they really say that?
This is murder. Fuck yeah.
Fucking kidding me?
Fuck yeah, they did. And then I saw the individual fucking hit you on purpose and then go, oh, sorry, get up. As he trapped you in the corner. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I had to jump onto the fucking truck because I couldn't move.
Dude, what am I watching right now? It was like it was insanity.
We need to get. I'd like to get some bulletproof tires on that thing. It's almost useless.
I
tested it out in the motor pool.
It isn't useless because it truly is a tank. Like whenever I was inside of it, the only reason I got down inside was because again I got lit up by skate park and they helped me to my feet, and it takes so long to use our IFAKs that I went down before my IFAK actually healed me. So
Yeah, I will say, K-Town's just a fucking rough raid.
it shouldn't have been a rough
Yeah.
raid, brother. I'm
tried-
telling you right now, you take the ice away, it's a completely different ball game.
Well, yeah, we would have been in there quicker. Like, I'm back to what Pike was saying. Like, we tried the building above K-Town originally the first time we did the raid. Do you remember that raid with Lane, Pike?
Yeah, I mean, it's my only statement is we needed to counter their air asset first, and then we could have secured from there. The fact that we didn't counter their air asset allowed them to push, especially since they had overwhelming numbers, and myself and Gibson had no choice but to flee because I'm not kidding you. Air One was smoking after what, maybe 5 hits from whatever they were using.
I think what we should have done is Air One should have swooped down, picked you guys up. I mean, fuck, we have a helicopter that can fit 8 fucking people in it. Y'all should have loaded up and then took that building back. Because here's my thing. Before you say anything, here's my thing. At that point, you know for a fact one guy is down below shooting us, skate park. That means at most there's 4 people sitting up on that roof. You have double the numbers that you could fucking go there and establish dominance on that roof. And then you lose 3 or 4, doesn't fucking matter. There's no way 3 or 4 takes out 8 people getting out of a helicopter on their Johnson. There's no way. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
So
You're right.
I think that's the only critique I have is I would like going forward, we need to utilize hot drops. Hot drops is the heartbeat of the PD, especially taking. They're putting themselves at a disadvantage having 3 people up on a roof because we can have 8 on that motherfucker in 2 seconds.
My thought process on why I didn't do it, which I'm in the wrong for not doing it, but my thought process doing it was if we got off that roof, we would have left you guys down below in K-Town on your own.
Yeah. I mean, and I hear that. And the only thing for me is at the end of the day, if we're down there, especially like if we're fucked, you just gotta play for yourselves. And I think everyone knew we were fucked within the first like 3 minutes, especially after I went down.
Yeah.
I think that call should have been made and y'all go.
The play for yourself thing, that's hard for me to do.
I know.
I try to keep you guys covered as well. But realistically, we would have been in that building. You would have been able to secure the door.
Yep.
We could have then moved a lot more freely and not have to cover you because they can't shoot you inside.
There it is.
But
Once we
shit happens.
lost the ground units, the mission's over. So
I called us off. I called us off immediately.
yeah.
Yep. It
There's
happens.
no point in fighting that fight.
Well, listen, we do it again. We're not doing it again today, but we'll do it again probably sometime
After the
this week.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, maybe on Friday we'll try to do it again. But we'll learn from these mistakes. Hopefully, we can get a motherfucker over there to clear out the fucking ice.
Can we salt it? Can we bring some salt with us?
We need to go and salt.
drop
Some
some
fucking
salt.
cleats or something.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I just gotta go over there and do a little shake because I'm salty enough to probably clear all that ice out. To be 100% real with you.
I think Carter had some comments if you want him in here, Commando.
We'll do the deep. We're gonna do a debrief.
Yeah, we'll have everybody debrief. Okay, let's go rock and roll. All right, let's go and debrief, gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
In this car.
I was on some John Wick shit.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I was hoping they brought the...
You alright, Commander?
RPD
Oh man, I'm good, man.
just so
Alright, just making sure,
we could,
man.
react accordingly.
The problem was I went to
Hey,
lower
listen,
power
I
because
know
there
we
were
didn't
shots
win
under
that,
there,
but I'm
and I
glad
was
to
like, oh,
lose
this
by
is
your
way
side,
far away
sir.
from that. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't think this is a part of this. And then before I even made it, somebody started shooting at me, so I just reversed it out. That's when I called you.
Yeah,
I
good
was like,
call
nope,
on that.
this must be for that scene.
All right, take a seat. Take a seat. We'll address some things real quick. First off, we'll go over the positives. Comms are fantastic. I do appreciate y'all doing good comms. I had no problem with it, with that aspect. In regards to the Overwatch team, we stayed on that rooftop for a long time, allowing them to flank us, which is on me. Best bet in that is we would have stayed mobile better in Air 1 if they got into the building. But like I said, I made the call to stay on that building and keep a watch on the ground team. And we should have countered Air 1 like Pike and Cider both told me. So that's on me. I've already heard what happened from the ground aspect of it. on why it was difficult to get into the door. Overwatch team, do you guys have anything that you guys have to say? Ground
no.
team, do you have anything you guys got to say?
I mean, listen. As I was telling them, for those who weren't part of the ground team who don't know, there was a patch of ice that was in front of said door. That was not in front of any other door in the entire complex. That made it to where we were not able to breach the door. Every time
What?
we walked towards said door, we would lose our footing and get so fucking the ground was so slippery that we would have to walk up and escort each other out of the forever slippage.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
And we ultimately went away and then came back to the door and tried one last time. I was able to start the breach, but I lost control of my legs and my body and slowly worked myself while slipping away from the door, which ultimately stopped the breach. And the entire time we were getting shot in our ass.
So it's a failure from even in. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we also tried to smoke the said door, and the riot shield did not work. So, with that being said, it is what it is. Shit happens. I think it's a completely different raid and day if that door does not have a patch of ice not allowing us to enter.
Just because this raid doesn't work means the warrant is inactive.
How convenient.
How long do we have until the raid we can't do it? A certain time limit, deadline?
As far as I'm aware, and what's been written by the judge, there is no expiration on this warrant. We do have the aspect of statute of limitations, but I am going to get with the justices about it due to the fact that it is PD equipment and class 3 weaponry.
To be fair, new crime was also committed during this, so it would extend the statute of limitations.
Yeah, and
I was gonna ask that.
well, listen, we're gonna hit that door again. This is not the last time we're gonna be attempting to go hit K-Town, and hopefully the next time there's not a patch of ice in front of the door we're trying to enter. So, where we're at.
Will you request that we get a PD SAM site?
I'm gonna request us to be able to have salt in our pockets so that we can throw it on the